Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies. I'm here today to work on an ephemera folio. I saw this a while ago over at Gayle Agostinelli's channel, and I thought it looked really cool, especially because the pockets are either acetate or vellum, and I love like when you can see through. But I needed to make this because I am going to start on my retro journals, but I really want to get a lot of fussy cutting done because I have lots of retro inspired books that they're not truly vintage books, but they have a lot of vintage images in them, and I want to fussy cut them so I can use them. So I thought it would be a perfect time to make this so I could use it. But also, my drawers, I have 2 rolling carts, and I only put papers in those rolling carts, and I tried to really space everything out. Like, each type of paper has its own drawer, and they're really filling up with things like scrap paper and tabs and some fussy cut things, just little odds and ends that could go in a book like this. So I wanted to just get this done. I'm going to be using this book. It was this book right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but I think it's such a pretty cover, and I don't know, I think this would make a cooler folio that I'm going to use over and over again rather than a book cover, because I think it's pretty unique. So I decided to use this, and it's not too big, not too small. It's 6.5 or a little over 6.5 by 9.5. Now I was going to do a fabric covered cover because I was kind of searching up a lot of videos regarding the ephemera folios, and I came across, I think her name is Martyna, over at Teal and Tattered. I love her journals. They're so detailed, and I've been on this botanical kick, but she showed how she covers her covers with fabric, and I've always wanted to do that, but I don't like to use iron on things, and most of the tutorials that I've looked at, they use that, but she glues the fabric onto the cover itself. So I was interested in the video for that, but then she went into how she makes the folios. So I'm taking inspiration from her video and also from Gayle's video. And I think I'm just gonna like kind of wing it. I have an idea of what they did, and I'm just going to see what happens here. So the first thing I did was I took the cover apart, cleaned it, and then I'm going to use this spine right here. It's 2.5 inches. Hopefully that's not going to be too big, but it will fit a good amount of things in here. And then I picked out these papers. So I don't have an even amount, I don't think, because I had this on my desk and I had this huge thing of water, this thing right here, and the whole thing spilled. So it got some of the papers wet, like the edge of this one, but luckily I can still use it because I really like this paper. But I think this will be a good combination of colors. So I went ahead and I folded these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces. I really should add another piece in. I'm not sure. Okay, let me just get started with this, and I'll think about adding another sheet in. So some of these papers are two-sided and some are just one-sided. And I was thinking of using acetate. Well, I'm going to use acetate on all of these, but I was thinking of using acetate that I printed on for the white pages. So that might look kind of cool. I think I am going to, let me see if these are the right ones. I started cutting up acetate. These are the offcuts, and they're shorter. So I want the acetate to come all the way to the edge, because in Martyna's video, she sews, like she'll match them up from one side to the other and then sew them with one line. So to make life easier, I'm cutting the pieces so that they fit exactly to the edge. But of course now I can't find those pieces. Alright, so I had started cutting this, and it's pretty much exactly, or like a teeny tiny bit smaller than the book itself or the page itself. So the width is good. I really wish I knew where I put the other pieces. So when I was thinking about it, I was thinking that I would do rows that are 1.5 inches. I feel like that would be a good standard. So let me just cut a set that is 1.5 inches. So hard for me to see these numbers. I really should get a new, this is inches. That's 1 inch, 1.5 inches. Right there. Actually, let me just mark this to be on the safe side. So I am making it 1.5 inches. And then I do want smaller pockets and then larger pockets. But we'll start with this. So 1.5. Okay. And what I like about this, hopefully it's gonna work this time, is that a whole stack. I have 4 sheets here. It just cuts so easily. So let me go ahead. I think I'm gonna cut all of these sheets to 1.5. Okay. Now hopefully this will only take me like a day or two to complete. And then I think I'm gonna do a video of me organizing some things. Okay, so this is 1.5 inches, and let me just grab some things. I make a lot of these tabs when I have extra scraps laying around. So pretty much every time I finish a journal, all the extra pieces I just cut into these tabs because I use these a lot. So I need to have a spot to store them. So if I just store them like this, I think that would work. Just like a row of this, and 1.5 inches would be good. And then I have larger pieces. I think 1.5 is good for the average in here. So I think I will cut the rest of these to 1.5 inches. Hopefully after I finish this, I'm gonna do a little bit of fussy cutting, and then I want to organize this, and I might come back on here to organize this folio. All right, so I have a whole stack of these now. I should have planned it more, I think, because who knows, like, is this too many or too little? But I'll worry about that later. Now, I had some other strips cut, but they are nowhere to be found. All right, I have this piece that I need to cut. And oh my gosh, I am so lucky. This is just, I forgot what I used the rest of it for, but it's the perfect width. Like, what are the chances of that? All right, so with this one, I'm gonna peel this off because once I cut it, I don't want to be peeling like a bunch of little pieces off. So I did 1.5 for those. I think for these ones, I'm going to do 2 inches just to see. 2 inches and then 1 inch. Okay. Sorry if there's so much glare. Okay, so that's 1 inch. This is 2 inches. So let's just do a variety of that. I'm going to do another 2 inches. Then another 2 inches. And let's just do 1 inch. This is seriously so hard to see. Wait. Okay, I don't think I did 1 inch. Okay, now I'm going to do 1 inch. This is the 2 mark. This is the 1 inch mark. Okay. Okay, so I think 1 inch is going to be a lot smaller. It's this small, but I think I might want some of those because I have a lot of these little circles that I actually use a lot, believe it or not. But if this 1-inch works out, then I could put those in there if it's not too much of a pain to like take it in and out. So let's see, another 1-inch, 2, 1. Okay, I have 2 1-inches, and now what's left is almost 2 inches. If I do 1.5, I'm just going to leave this like this. All right, so I'm just cutting this, so I think I'm going to end the video here, but once, I think I'm going to sew all of these pieces on tomorrow morning, just get them all sewn on, and then maybe I think I'll finish the cover off, and maybe the next time I come back on, we'll do some organizing together. But have you made an ephemera folio? And if you have, do you find that it's useful for you in having access to your ephemera? And also, does it make you, like, is it handy, or is it kind of like you kind of put it out of the way? Let me know if it's useful for you. If you like this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more videos from me, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.